I'm Jen.
And I'm Greg.
And welcome to Flights or Growlers.
If you enjoy our videos, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything and it really helps us out.
Today, we're back for our second of 3 visits to Epcot's Taste of Flower and Garden Festival 2021 to try some beer flights. If you missed our first video, we'll post a link in the description down below.
We are starting our visit at the Cider House booth located in the World Showplace. The World Showplace is an event tent located between the Canada and UK pavilions.
This is a really great spot to take in a flight as it's air conditioned, and when we were there, they had a piano player for some great live music. It's both relaxing and entertaining at the same time.
The Cider House booth also features a few food items, but we opted for the flight of 3 different ciders.
I apologize for the lighting in the video. The colors in the World Showplace changes frequently, so the beers may not be coming across in their true colors.
First, on the left is the Three Daughters Brewing Pink Lemonade Hard Cider. Three Daughters is from St. Petersburg, Florida. In the middle is Bold Rock Watermelon Hard Cider from Nellysford, Virginia. On the right is Blake's Hard Cider Company Triple Jam Hard Cider out of Armada, Michigan.
The Three Daughters Brewing Pink Lemonade Hard Cider at 5.5% ABV was a peachy pink color and was the cloudiest of the 3. I didn't get a lot of pink lemonade flavor off of this, but another taster in my party said she did, so maybe it was just me. This cider was very sweet, sweeter than I would normally like in a cider, but the wine drinker in our group liked it and compared it to a sweet rosé. The aftertaste on this one really lingered as well.
Next up was the Bold Rock Watermelon Hard Cider. This 4.7% ABV cider was super pale pink and translucent. It had a thin mouthfeel and was immediately tart on the back of the throat. The watermelon flavor was strong, but it was also light and refreshing. We really enjoyed this one and can imagine sipping it by the pool in the heat of summer.
Last was the Blake's Hard Cider Company Triple Jam Hard Cider. When I see a hard cider out of Michigan, I'm immediately biased. I've had some fantastic Michigan ciders. This 6.5% cider is a beautiful deep pink color. It's berry forward and full-bodied like a beer, but fruity and delicious in flavor. There's an effervescence here too that really helps balance the tasting experience. The berry jam flavor is excellent. Blackberry, strawberry, and raspberry flavors all blend beautifully. I loved this beer and I didn't want to share it with anybody else in my party.
Next, we move to the Northern Bloom booth located between Refreshment Port and Canada pavilions. This is usually a very popular booth due to its food selection. Most days you'll see a line of people waiting for scallops or beef tenderloin here. While the food is great, we're really just here for the beer.
The flight at Northern Bloom features, on the left, 81 Bay Brewing Company Apricot with maple syrup from Tampa, Florida. Center is Collective Arts Brewing Blackberry Fruit Beer from Hamilton, Ontario. And on the right is Goose Island Beer Company Lost Palate Mango Hazy IPA with mango and cinnamon from Chicago, Illinois.
First up, the 81 Bay Brewing Apricot with maple syrup. This 5.1% ABV beer is cloudy with a pretty cornflower color. The apricot comes on strong and fast with just a hint of the maple sweetness. The biggest tasting note I had on this one was the pronounced woodsy aftertaste that lingered well after sipping.
Next, Collective Arts Brewing Blackberry Fruit Beer. This deep raspberry-colored beer was cloudy, but had a light mouthfeel and a subtle blackberry flavor. It initially hit the side of the tongue and almost felt fizzy like a soda. If you're familiar with Brachetto Italian wine, this beer is very reminiscent. It's 5.2% ABV.
Lastly, Goose Island Beer Company Lost Palate Mango Hazy IPA with mango and cinnamon. We have a very long history with Goose Island. Hopefully we can expand on that with a video there soon. Anyway, this beer is 6.3% ABV and 45 IBU. Created for the longtime employee who had lost some of his palate due to cancer, this beer was mango forward but balanced with good hops, flavor, and just a touch of cinnamon. It was a pleasant and refreshing IPA.
Our final booth of the day was the Pineapple Promenade. This booth is located in the Showplace Plaza near the port of entry. Unless you want a hot dog or cake, the food here plays a secondary role to the Dole Whip. While I would have loved to order a Dole Whip with rum, this time I was here for the pineapple beer flight.
The flight features Three Daughters Brewing Tropical Hefe Wheat Ale from St. Petersburg, Florida, Wicked Weed Brewing Fresh Pressed Wheat Ale with mango, pineapple, and guava from Asheville, North Carolina, and Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company Aloe Hop IPA from Lexington, Kentucky.
All three beers are varying degrees of a bright golden color and visually super appealing. One note of caution is that up until now we hadn't had a problem with our flight holder, but for some reason at this booth it was wonky and we had some spillage of our beers. So be careful.
First up, we go back to Three Daughters Brewing for the Tropical Heavy Wheat Ale. As of the making of this video, we couldn't find the ABV for this one. Upon first sip, this beer tasted sour, almost a grapefruity flavor. This taste overpowered everything else, except a slight plasticky Band-Aid taste that some Hefeweizens take on. Definitely not our favorite.
Next, we had the Wicked Wheat Brewing Fresh Pressed Wheat Ale with mango, pineapple, and guava. At 5.2% ABV, this beer was nicely balanced. The wheat really pulled through, which is not common in all fruit beers. It wasn't too sweet, but the fruit was there, nicely balanced overall.
Last up was Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company Aloe Hop IPA. At 6.5% ABV, this beer was slightly cloudy and is mellow with fruit on the nose. Very low bitterness and a subtle hop profile. We almost couldn't tell it was an IPA. It was a pleasant drink and a good way to end our day.
So Greg, what was your favorite beer of the day?
My growler beer for our trip to Epcot would definitely be the Goose Island IPA. It's a little cloudy, well-balanced, and refreshing. Jen, what about you?
Mine was the Blake's Hard Cider Triple Jam Hard Cider. I'd get a growler of that one if I could.
Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out.
Until next time, we'll see you at the brewery.